And we are unmuted. So have at it.
Ah, hello there. Thank you for coming into my parlor. It is a pleasure to see you all again. And while our recent adventures took a bit longer than we thought, considering the events of Tuesday through Saturday, we had a joyous and raucous time adventuring and electing a new king of our fabulous D&D fantasy nation. Uh, but yes,
When
totally
did
not a
our
reference to anything.
when did our DM turn sus?
Or sus.
You're
Um,
sus.
anyhow, uh, it is a pleasure, and you might hear my dulcet tones have been improved as I have gotten it finally a new microphone. So I hope everyone will enjoy that. From there, we're going to hop right back into the story. Last time, our adventurers went into the sunken temple, or my apologies, the fallen temple, and slayed the vampire known as Sanguinius, avenging Cricket's village and family. From there, they had been escorted out by the sisters of the Raven Queen, the Paladins. I believe that is the order of our martyred lady, and took them out of the temple. And as the party came out, they saw that the temple was in the midst of being repaired, as well as fortified into an encampment. That they had moved their entire encampment over to this area,
Oh.
a more fortified position. So, on the top level, there are these several rooms now that are in the midst of being repaired. But Sister Julia will walk you all down the hallway into a hall that you guys didn't adventure down because it had been blocked by rubble, and into a large dining hall where several priestesses or I'm sorry, several priests and paladins are repairing the tables and chairs in this room via magic. And at the end of the hall, there is a throne that is made out of stone that has been broken. But she'll sit you all down at one of the repaired tables and say, "Please eat. We're going to prepare a little bit of some festivities in gratitude for what you've done for us."
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Yes, I'll return with your reward. Thank you so much for helping us. Once again, Cricket, you can equip and attune to the loot, which I believe I had already done for you. Yes. You guys had also received some gold, and I decided that that wasn't enough, so I'm actually going to give you guys an additional 88 gold.
Oh,
Hooray.
okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's because I realized that wasn't enough for the fucking trauma that you all went through.
Okay,
no
add
shit.
it to our amount.
Yep. So
That
from
was
there,
fine.
yeah. From there, the night goes on, and as you guys are kind of all hanging around this table, you guys are brought a feast of roasted chicken and soups, lots of vegetables and fruit. Very big, hearty, healthy meal. You're given a small sack of, or a large sack of gold coins. I believe it was upwards of 200 something at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And you see a group of minstrels come in who obviously weren't in the camp before and begin playing some music. I don't believe I have that prepared. I was looking for some, but I didn't. Ah, yes, I do have it.
I have a question.
Yep.
Is that 88 gold spread out amongst everyone, or is it 88 each?
That is 88 spread amongst all of you, but that's up to you guys how you guys spread it. I know for a while Cricket's been just taking all the gold and writing it down.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
just been in my purse, so if you guys need to spend anything, I'm the one holding it. I kind of... it's a universal income.
Fair, but I think in this case, if Revian is cognizant enough after all the shit he went through, he'd want some in his own purse.
Oh, okay. How much do you want?
Yes. I mean,
Okay,
he's a rogue. He's gonna want as much as he can get. Really.
So Cricket currently has 1,463 total value in gold pieces.
Holy fuck.
Actually, on mine, because I just updated it, it's 1,551.
Oh, there you go.
Jesus.
Pardon me for all the sneezing.
Damn, we rich.
So,
We can thank Ainu for that.
yeah. I don't
Fair.
know, dude. Do you want like 50 gold just so it's like
Yeah, that's fine.
90? That
No.
works.
No, that's something else.
Sure, 90.
Okay, I'm gonna take 50 out of my purse. You put 50 in yours, and we'll call it good.
Okay.
Also, you all are being served ale in these big wooden cups. Once again, not knowing her limits, you see third child face down in the cup and kind of just gulp, gulp, gulp,
Third
gulp.
child, no!
Slam.
That,
Another one.
Third child,
No.
no!
I'm
It's
fine.
fine. She'll be fine as long as TJ says she's.
the last time you said that.
I'm fine.
Last time you said that, I had to carry you to your room.
Maybe that was the point.
Oh.
Oh, oh, oh.
What? I wanted the cuddle.
There
That
was
is
no
fair.
judgment here, young lady.
No,
Not at all.
what is? What? I don't get it.
I am
Everyone's gonna
not.
exchange a glance.
Don't tell me one of us has
you
to.
know what? I've got it, Cricket. I've got it.
Okay.
I've done this plenty of times.
Okay.
Please.
You, third child, you and I should have a conversation. Let's go over here.
Okay. She takes
And
her
I-
drink and walks over.
Yeah, no, I will have a private table with her, and I will inform her what dating is, and what,
Yeah.
and I will give
Oh.
her, the talk, not necessarily all about the sex, mostly about the romance aspect of it, and things like that, because she has not been taught, obviously, and I am a grandma, and I have taught my kids this, I have taught grandkids this.
Yep. So you're gonna give her the birds and the bees, and when
I'm
men
gonna
and
focus on
love
the
each other
romance.
very much.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be like, the reason we're reacting like this is because.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
certain-
as
Yeah.
you guys are having this conversation, like the rest of you are at a separate table, and you just hear, "Oh, that's where babies come from."
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'll just be nodding. I'll be like, yes,
Like-
that is where babies come from. But also, you are a young lady, and there are considerations you must keep for yourself, and things like that. So I'm giving her the talk. I'm going to talk to her about how to be like a proper lady, but also if she wants to be the lewd, then she needs to be safe about it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when she said when Revian did have a reaction when everyone heard that it was just his head banging into a table.
You know,
Right.
mid conversation though, Zarthus will go back to the table, take someone else's drink if they're not drinking it, and walk back over.
That's absolutely fair.
Uh,
But yeah, no, I've obviously given this talk before. I know how to give this talk to people, and she obviously needs it. So that is how I will probably spend like at least a half hour to an hour with her, and then of course answering any additional questions she has. But I will focus on why people can find it awkward and stuff like that. I'll make sure to give her the social, like, education on how people who aren't from the woods usually boob each other.
Oh, so you're not supposed to be out in the open about it because people are prudes. Got it.
Precisely.
Pretty much.
People who are like that are called kinky.
What is kink?
Oh, God.
okay.
Kinky specifically refers to a term where people have somewhat deviant interests.
Can Revian roll to hear this and try to stop this? What's happening?
What's your passive perception, Revion?
I'm gonna check. Passive perception?
Yeah.
Or is that just what is
Passive.
that?
It's in your senses box. Your passive perception is your perception plus 10.
Oh, it's 12.
That just means your general awareness in any given situation.
Okay.
Anyhow, so she's like, "Oh, I guess that makes sense."
Yeah, it's a big umbrella term though, so it doesn't apply to just harmless things that are oh that's peculiar that you're into that type thing. It can apply to a great number of things. So don't necessarily go seeking it out unless you have someone who you will feel very safe around to explore such things with. But also,
okay.
like, you have a responsibility to keep yourself safe.
And as this conversation keeps going on, she keeps like tugging you to go back to everyone. It's like tug, 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 scoot, scoot.
You can use your words, my dear.
Let's look. I almost lost Revion like 3 times today. Let's just all be together.
All right. As long as you're aware now of why he reacts the way he does sometimes with the
Yeah,
flushing
because
and
he's
the whatnot.
shy. It's so cute.
Oh well. He's in trouble.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rihanna.
That boy is in trouble.
So they'll go back to the table, and she'll like kind of put her elbows on the table, put her head in her hands. And she's like sitting across from Revion, and she's like smiling at him.
It's not his fault he's in trouble. It's not his fault.
It is and it isn't.
If she had a tail, it would be wagging.
No, it's not his fault. He just never had anyone interested. So fuck it.
No, I'm not blaming you for being shy. It's more that she's a man-eater.
Literally, in some cases, it seems.
Oh no. I'm about
Well,
to
I've had a bit of human before. I didn't like how it tasted.
Well, whatever you need to do to survive.
Yeah, kind of gamey.
This entire conversation, Cricket is just wheezing.
By the way, this table's big enough where there are like sisters sitting next to you guys, and they're like, you'll see like one glance over every now and then and just look away.
Because they took oaths, didn't they? Poor girls.
Yeah.
Life cannot come from something that has experienced death,
That makes sense.
as they would say.
Is that? That's an interesting perspective.
It's more so that they actually died, and so there's fears that there would be necrotic taint.
Complications.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotcha. Makes sense.
Yep. But you guys have a wonderful evening. Someone continues to drink.
Oh boy.
I mean,
Yeah.
she seems to be holding it a little bit better. Like, she's not like shit-faced, but like her face is turning kind of red. And like she's still just like facing her hand, or not facing her hands, chin in her hands, like staring across the table, smiling.
Cricket
It's gotta
learned
be one of
last
those
time
nights again.
not to say anything to third child while she's like this.
Anyhow, you guys will see a familiar person, specifically you, Cyrus. This is walking in the room. There is a Earth Ganassi wearing robes of your order, long Fu Manchu style beard, white, bald head. It is, I forget, it's Sifu Shin. Sifu Shin. He comes in,
And
bows to all of you, sits down next to all of you at the table, presumably next to Cyrus, who's at like the end of the, on the end of the row where you're all sitting.
Yes.
So, everyone, how did it go?
We won!
It went better than expected, honestly. No one died.
Congratulations.
Yeah, some expectations were subverted, but overall pretty good.
Cyrus, I've noticed that your key is flowing differently. Did anything happen down there?
Oh. Well, I found this. Then I'll take my belt off and show it to him.
Ah! Oh. He'll hold it, look at it. Oh, these belts haven't been made in a long, long time. These were from the very founding of our order.
I've never heard of them before now.
Yes, the bloodied belts. They allow a stronger flow of ki to circulate through your body, but there are side effects.
Oh, I've noticed. This
Yes.
thing might have been the only reason we came out alive.
Perhaps. Just make sure you are careful, Disciple Cyrus. But I trust you have the wisdom to use it wisely.
Well, we'll find out.
Good, good. And he'll eat dinner with you guys. There's lots of conversations. The sisters, ask about how the fights went. They heard some crazy screaming from down below. They saw the corpses of the multi-eyed monsters, and they're kind of like taking like notes of like how you guys fought them and what they did.
The key is to not be scared of them. Think of something that scares you more than them.
Like geese.
I thought of geese.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I get you. And this is just some random younger sister, and like some of the other ones are looking at her like, geese? What the fuck?
You have no idea. Geese are the size of me, and they're full of hate.
Right, and they chase you, and then, even if you're nice, you're like, oh, here's some bread.
They're so mean and so territorial. You can just be walking down the road and suddenly
I'm a bit shy about this, but you know how all of us have died once before, and she like motions towards some of the other sisters, and so like leaning close to you, Cricket, and she'll say, "Mine was geese."
Oh, my sympathies. They're evil, man.
Evil.
So evil.
A blight on society.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Geese.
By the way, I'm Jane. She'll like hold out her hand.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cricket. Cricket takes it and
very firm. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Firm warrior handshake.
Cricket is just pleased to have met somebody with the same phobia as her.
Yeah. The Mother Superior says that geese are just mindless beasts, but I think they're always plotting something, you know?
Oh, obviously. No waterfowl should have evolved to have teeth and a beak. That's horrifying.
And so, like, they're not in armor because they're, obviously they're not in a combat situation. But she'll roll up her sleeves, and you see very distinct bite marks all down her arms, and like she'll motion at her collar too, and they go up to her neck and everything.
Oh wow! That man, was it just one? Because that goose had
27.
27 geese.
Well, that's why it was a problem. I was able to kill like 2 or 3 of them.
That makes sense. You got freaking stampeded by the geese.
Yep.
You know what? It's official. If I come across a goose, I will kill it in your honor.
Mother Superior says I'm not supposed to, but I mean, if you guys do it, she can't stop you.
I will.
Also, geese are delicious.
Yeah. Bro, you ever had foie gras?
I do not know of such a word.
It is.
Sounds dwarvish.
It is, and it's a delicacy where you torture a goose through its entire life and force feed it until you get the most delicious fatty liver.
That sounds
on crackers.
Fucked up, but yeah.
I mean, that's the intense purveyors of foie gras, but we hope we get from people who ethically feed their geese.
I love that her reaction was, "That sounds fucked up," but go on.
Hey, she was murdered by geese. It makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense too.
Yeah.
If I ever find my way back here, I'll make sure to bring you some foie gras to try.
Okay. Well, it seems like we're going to be stationed here for quite some time. The Mother Superior is saying that you all sealed whatever was down at the bottom, but it wasn't permanent. Or potentially. Who knows? As long as that thing stays down there, I'm happy.
Same.
Like, it's a giant goose monster.
Ugh. Ugh. That's not okay. I need a drink after that.
Me too. Glug, 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 glug.
Cricket downs hers as well.
Yeah. If you only have like 1 or 2, no need for con saves, but after that, yes.
Okay.
But eventually, the night passes uneventfully. You guys have a great time. Music and dancing. Actually, there was one more thing. Steven, eventually, let me do one more roll. Yep, eventually you get pulled up out of your seat by a certain third child who wants to dance.
Ah, what the hell?
Come on.
What?
I like the music. Let's go.
What are you doing?
We're dancing.
What? I don't dance.
You will.
Come on, Revion, it's easy. Watch. Let's go show him, Cricket.
Yes. So much yes. Let's go. Turns out the thicket has moves.
Yep.
Indeed.
Actually, okay, so Cricket is trained in performance, and
Mhm.
she's a bard, and she has high charisma and a decent dex. Yes, she's very good at dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Cyrus, on the other hand, is very, like, technical and fluid with his movements, but he doesn't seem to have that, like, grace, so to speak. Or not grace, but he doesn't seem to have, like, that...
The rhythm.
No, you have rhythm, and you
You
have,
need
like...
soul.
Exactly.
Okay.
As Funkmaster
That's not
Jeff would
soul.
say.
This unselect soul.
Show me how to do it.
Okay, well then, first thing you need to do is just close your eyes and try to feel the music. Move in the way that it makes you feel. Like, this makes me feel really happy, so I move a bit faster.
By the way, you guys can all hear the music just fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's faint, but yeah, it doesn't drown anyone out.
I will not dance with anybody because with my -2 dexterity and my fully plated body, somebody's feet will be broken.
Yeah,
And they're
I don't
probably
think,
not mine.
Sil'lin and Nalea will be dancing either.
No, not after what happened today.
No.
Yeah, by the way, Nalea is very quiet.
Yeah, it
I'd
sounds-
imagine so.
I think after what happened over the course of the day, y'all need to talk.
Yeah, just not here.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, yes, the dancing is wonderful. Third Child does eventually pull Revion, unless he wants to contest against her strength.
He'll go along with it.
Cool.
Yeah,
Mostly,
just dancing.
she just holds your arms out, and you guys spin in a circle, and Youngest kind of like leaps and frolics around you guys in another circle. Very
Aw.
simple. You know, like how someone from the forest would probably dance. It's very, very simple. No, like, moves. It's just, like, spinning and laughing and having a good time.
Yeah, just interpretive dance at its finest.
Yep. But yes, the sea shanties are requested. The minstrels, one of the percussionists who's, like, an old, like, salty-looking guy says, yes. Skull Coast Republic music. Yes, that's where I was
Yes.
born, you see, lass.
Same.
I can get these young minstrels to give it a shot.
Please
And
do.
the music will shift over to some sea shanties. Very ruckus, very loud drums, some violins, things like that.
Some gay fiddles.
Yep. Good. It's a good time. And eventually, you are all brought to rooms that have been excavated out of this palace. There are 6 rooms. And you guys can split up accordingly.
Hmm.
How
Good
many
child.
are there of us?
There are 8 of you. Third Child will literally just walk into one of the rooms. The wolf will follow.
Yep.
Well, if anyone wants to bunk with me, I'm gonna go take that room over there.
Revan will nonchalantly just shove Cyrus towards her.
Okay.
Hey, what's everyone's passive perception?
14.
Good
Let me
question.
check.
My passive perception is a 16.
Cool. Everyone who's 13 and higher can see Third Child like poking her head around the corner. It's kind of waiting.
I am gonna go talk with that troop. How old is that troubadour from the Skull Coast?
Oh, he's like a salty old man.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna go talk with that man.
Hell
Get it.
yeah, go Granny!
Get it.
If nothing else, we'll chat.
Yes. Hello there, lass. What can old Stevie do for you?
Oh my fucking god! Pick another name, please.
Please.
It was the first one off the top of my head.
No,
So-
retcon it. Another name,
We'll
please.
say Steely.
Good.
yeah,
That's better.
Young, old Sealy do for you.
Well, the evening's winding down, and I miss the Skull Coast, and I would like to reminisce with somebody who knows what I'm on about.
Ah, well, I have a bottle of hooch made by the orcs themselves, and let's have a seat at this table over here. And he'll pour you a cup, pour a cup for himself, throw it back.
Hell yeah. And
So what was your trade, lass, while you were there?
I was a sailor. Only
Yes.
trade in the Skull Coast half the time.
Yes, but I mean like mercantile, fishing.
Mostly mercantile.
Ah,
Part of the Stormbreaker trade.
yes.
Mm.
I do recall that the. Oh, I probably shouldn't. No, I won't. My apologies.
No worries.
But yes,
Today's
I-
to reminisce about happy days in the Skull Coast.
Yes. I was part of the military myself. That's how I lost my leg, and he'll like knock on a peg leg.
Which military? The private or the public one?
Private.
Better
we
gig. Better gig.
yes. A little bit more cash. Although you have to deal with those mages from the south. A
That's
stray fireball went over the bow and hit me right dead center.
Well, I'm surprised you just lost your leg.
It
Nice
was a
of
lucky one. Mhm. I think it was because I had extra hooch the night before.
Oh. That makes
You know,
sense. Extra
sweet.
flammable.
Mm-hmm. It all focused around my gut and my leg.
Impressive. So I am going to just have a raucous good time with this salty old man. We're gonna talk about the Skull Coast. We're gonna drink heavily. We're gonna probably horribly sing sea shanties. And depending on how old, if he's up for a better good time than that, I don't give a shit. I'm old and I've, nothing better to do. So why not?
Yeah.
Get it, Granny.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like okay because he's a human, right?
Yep.
He seems equivalent to you in veterancy, shall we say? He's
Yeah.
the
I still have a
equivalent
20
of your
con.
age. He's equivalent to you in age, but the human side of things. So he's like in his 70s.
Yeah, so then we'll most likely just focus on talking about the good old days.
Mm-hmm. But he'll talk about how eventually he became a captain, and he had a really wonderful time, and then he decided to settle down, get married, have some kids, and it was more convenient for him to start playing music at inns than captaining a ship. But
I sympathize. I decided to take up adventuring instead of dealing with my ship.
yes. And where is the old butte?
Oh,
I
as
sold
far
mine
as
off
the-
to the orcs.
Oh, as far as I'm aware, my old ship is at the bottom of the sea. I'd be surprised if it was anywhere else at this point.
Sorry to hear that, lass, but the sea be a beautiful but harsh mistress.
She truly is.
Mm.
Well, it makes sense. She handed me my entire life, and then it's only too fair that she would come calling for it later. So
Indeed. My crew now still working for the military. My boys decided to take up the old trade, and they seem to be doing pretty good for themselves.
that's wonderful. My kids were quite good at it as well.
If you happen to be back in there and you run into a Captain Shield Jr., that's my boy.
Shield Junior. If I run around that neck of the woods again, I'll be sure to give him my warm wishes and let him know we're
Yes.
thinking about him.
Yes, Sheele Jr.
H-E. Okay. Shield. Making a note of that.
But yes. Well, this old man has to get some sleep, lass. The drink be hard, but the body is a bit worn down.
Understood. You rest well, old man.
And you too, lass. And he'll hobble off.
I'll
But-
continue drinking.
Yep. He left that bottle on the table.
Hell yeah, I'll take up some hooch. I'm a sailor. I know some good hooch when I find it.
Yep. So, you guys have a comfortable evening, perhaps, except for Sil'lin. Presumably, you took a room with Nalea. Yes, Sil'lin?
Yes.
And the second the door closes behind you, she's like, "What the fuck did you do?"
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Look, okay, I didn't have a choice. You were dead, I was dying, and he said that if I agreed to his deal, he would help me get vengeance. Well, why did you do it?
I panicked.
Well, I can't criticize you, but god damn it, Celine, I didn't want you to have to do what I did. And she'll rub your bald head and put her head against yours. But now that you know, I might as well show you. And she'll back up, take a deep breath, and she'll drop the glamour that she has on her.
Mm.
You'll see that her raven black hair gets tinges of red. Her skin darkens to a deep red as well, and wings pop out of her back. Small horns protrude from her forehead. Celine, this is who I am now. I did die when we escaped, but so did you, and I gave up my body and soul to save you and to get my vengeance.
Not gonna lie, she still sounds cute.
Yeah, she has, like the classic, like devil tail poking out and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she does exude an aura of sexuality and beauty, more so than you know her, knew her to be.
So, how exactly are you planning on getting your vengeance?
Well, I'm going to kill the mistress. And from there, Asmodeus be willing, I'm going to destroy that whole cult and stop their plans. But he said that he has ideas for how that's going to work, and that's why he gave me this body.
Well, I guess for the time being, we don't really have much of a choice.
No. Also, don't tell the others.
Obviously.
I like them all, but I don't want them to think less of me. And she'll take a deep breath and return to her normal form.
This is something that nobody else needs to know about, at least for a while.
Mm-hmm. And
Right.
no matter what,
Nalea.
yes, no matter what happens, Celine, no matter what Asmodeus makes me do, I still love you.
And I love you.
And she'll embrace you. And we'll kind of like fade the black from that.
Yeah.
Scene transition. The next morning, you were all served breakfast. Hey, Revion, high or low?
Hi.
Okay, yep. After presumably you go to bed, did you take the same room as third child, or did you go somewhere else?
Well, she would have made me anyway. I guess I just shared a room. I'm already whipped at this point.
Aw, I don't think she would say that, but
I never do.
and so basically, she like lies down in this bed that's been repaired and fixed up and prestidigitated, so it's not this horrible mess. And she like looks at you, smiles, and says, "I'm so happy we've met." And then,
Aww.
Awesome.
yeah, but she passes out almost immediately.
She did drink a lot.
Yeah. Revian honestly would probably just stay quiet, not even say anything, even though what he'd say wouldn't be heard anyway. But he's just ruminating on what she said, because honestly, that's kind of like first time he's heard that.
Yeah.
It's not like fucking
Aw.
I knew. It's not like fucking I knew ever said that shit.
He said that you were always a good kid and that he appreciated that you were willing to do the dirty work.
Yeah,
But it was always
this
like the
was-
way he complimented you was always kind of condescendingly.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yep. But, anyhow, you guys wake up in the morning. They're served breakfast, and before you all leave, the Mother Superior walks up to all of you. I know you are all continuing your journey, and I do have one last gift for all of you.
Oh.
And may you strike down the cult of debauchery. I truly wish you well on your journey. Here are two things, and she'll hand you a long scroll case looking thing, and she'll hand it to third child. You're their scout, so I assume this map will be helpful. It's a map of the surrounding area for the kingdom of Thoth, or the aristocracy of Thotholith. And this, and she'll hand a small paper sealed with a black wax with a symbol of a raven on it. And she'll hand that to Zartha.
Oh.
She'll say, Zartha, if you happen to run into any of the other orders and you meet any other sisters, you can use this to request their assistance.
I'll smile warmly at it and at her. I'll say, I'll put it away. I'll say, I hope you are aware that you're not going to get away from this goodbye without a hug now, right?
You know what? Fuck it. Sure. Hugs for everyone. And then, and then you hear like sisters from like far off in like the distance. No fair. That's bullshit.
It's okay. Granny will hug all of you before I go. And I'll hug the Mother Superior. And
She'll give you like a firm like pat on the back.
Yeah.
For some of
I'm a
them, it might be
dwarven
a
granny.
little.
There are no soft hugs here. These are bear hugs.
Yeah.
These are hugs that realign your spine so you can walk right again.
Yes.
So for example, Zartha's fine. Revyon, it's a bit of a rough hug.
Whoa, wait, what? I'm hugging people? When
She's
I didn't
hugging
decide this.
you. She's hugging you. She said hugs for everyone.
Ma'am, please. No, I don't. I'm fine, thank you.
Handshake then. Handshake.
That's fine.
Shakes her hand. It's like you're like, ow, fuck. Same thing with you, Cricket. The hug is painful.
I still love it.
When Nalea gets hugged, you guys all hear a crack, and she's like, oh!
I just kind of look over.
Thumbs up. Like a weak thumbs up. Get set down.
Critical injury.
Nah, fiends don't get critical injuries. I'm sorry, what? I didn't say that.
Quiet you.
Hush, Sparkle Man.
All right. So, yes, and so after a little bit of a delayed goodbye, you all start to leave, and at the bottom of the temple steps, you see Sifu Shin, and he bows at all of you. Leaving?
Yeah.
I think so. It's about time.
Good. Continue your training, young Cyrus. I am proud to see the progress you have made. Perhaps sometime when you head home, see the Grand Master. I will send a letter saying that you're ready for the next step of your training.
The Grand Master?
Yes, I know the disciples aren't permitted to meet him, but you're ready.
Okay.
Ooh.
But alas, this is goodbye, and he'll bow again.
And he'll bow back.
That reminds me, and he'll reach into his belt pouch, pull out a folded cloth, and bow and present it to Cyrus, still bowing.
Cyrus will take it with a bow, and he'll open it.
So this cloth, as you open it, it's a gi. and it's the gi of the next higher rank. So you were a acolyte, and now you are a disciple.
All right. Huh.
If you didn't recall last night, I had already started calling you by your new title, Disciple Cyrus.
Yeah, he's gonna think back to it and feel dumb that he missed that.
But this is goodbye for now, but not goodbye for forever. Take care of your
course not.
friends and take care of yourself.
Always. And if
And
the
it was
worst
a
happens,
pleasure. Oh, please, Disciple Cyrus, speak.
if the worst happens, we'll at least meet again.
All paths lead to the light. And for all of you, it was nice meeting you. Please take care of yourselves.
You as well.
Likewise.
Likewise.
Light be with you, and he'll bow.
And also with you.
It's funny because Sil'lin does not know, but that is the correct response.
Oh, and also with you.
All right, so you guys begin traveling. You end up back in front of Selena, which was a small town. The degradation of the land that you guys had seen in your journeys is actually starting to lessen. You do see green on the tree. Well, it's fall, so you do see red leaves on the trees. You do see small animals running here and there, birds in the sky. It already seems to have made a difference.
So we can feed ourselves again.
Indeed, you can.
I'm happy with that.
But you guys, are you guys going to continue down the way, or are you guys going to take a stop at Selena?
Mm.
We do have a lot of money. Is there anything we need?
We may need more. Might want to pick up some more healing potions, or
Just in case.
Yeah.
The child will speak up. I could go for better armor. I've been wearing this leather tunic for some time. I noticed that humans and elves make better armor than I can.
Okay.
Yes, and I can't make leather goods. If she just wanted metal armor, I could make that for her, but
Here, well, I think something like medium, not nothing too heavy. But,
let me see here.
I could probably do like maybe a breastplate or something. But I feel like that might interfere with my nimbleness.
I understand. Armor cost. Let me look over my schematics and see what I can make for you.
I'm doing the same thing, Rhiannon.
I could make you. You're right. A breastplate would get in the way. To be honest and true, the best I could probably make for you would be scale mail, but that still comes across the same problem as breastplate. It's just cheaper. Still, however, a breastplate, it would take me 4 days to make, and that would be up to you if I could make it. Because technically, my channel divinity caps out at 100 gold, and a breastplate's worth 400. So it'll be up to you if you let me stack my channel divinity. If I work on it over 4 days type thing.
Can I see your schematic, Sartha?
Yeah, sure.
To look over it.
It's basically like my prayer book. It's literally my prayer book because I'm a forge cleric. So I'm like, this section here is just the prayers, and then this is our specialty in making, summoning a forge.
Well, looking here at the armors, actually, I think what I have now is probably the best suited for me because everything else kind of gets in the way of me being nimble.
It does. I will say that breastplate and or a chain shirt doesn't make too much noise, but scale mail would. So you are probably right. What you're wearing is the best you can get before considering armor.
Yes. What about a shield?
I can certainly make a shield if you are so inclined.
Oh, good. That'd be great. the last few fights, I realized, well, I can take a good hit and I'm pretty nimble. I need to stay up as long as I can to make sure you guys are okay.
Yes, that is something I've been balancing myself.
Well,
But yes, I can make you a shield. I could even do that today as long as nothing happens. I can make it before bed.
okay. Well, let's keep going. And so you guys travel for a while and stop for the night in the woods. Third child will pull you guys off the road to take some shelter under some trees. Here, let me pull out the drawing tool because I need the. Where is it? Why? Why is it doing this? No. Oh, freehand. There we go. So you guys make it about here,
Okay.
and you guys stop for the evening, set up some watches. She'll do first watch.
Right after dinner, before people go to sleep, I will summon the channel divinity and summon the spectral forge of Mordenkainen and forge her a shield.
Mordekainen or Moradin?
Morden, sorry. Sorry, they're both really close. And
Yeah, because I was like, Mordekainen's a wizard.
they're like right after each other in the list. So Morden.
Yeah, Morden. So, yeah, the watches go. First child doesn't see anything. Who's next?
I'll go.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I'll take last watch because I need it for my spell stats.
1 second. Have to pull up my perception real quick. It's taking a lot longer than usual. I am sorry. There we go.
All right, that's perfect. So, Cricket, as you're watching, you see everyone sleeping around the campfire. You look up at the sky and the stars in this area, as there's no lights from any cities or towns nearby, is beautiful. You can see faraway galaxies and stars. But something that you notice that you haven't noticed on other nights you've looked up into the sky, you see a shining purple star. And as you look at it, you see it's stationary at first, but then it streaks across the sky like a shooting star, and it goes over the horizon in the direction you're traveling in, deeper into the wooded area.
Okay. That was simultaneously beautiful and a little worrying. What was that?
Do you want to do? You could do a nature check or an arcana check. It kind of depends on how you're thinking about it.
Let's see. I have a plus for my arcana and let's see. I'm going to roll arcana because my boost isn't that good to nature.
Okay. Hey, yeah. So really, there are many things this could be. It could be a celestial dragon. It could be a god performing a miracle on the astral sea. You would know that the night sky is a reflection of the astral sea, which is where which is the domain of the gods.
Mm-hmm.
And so stars are typically representative of the gods themselves,
Mm-hmm.
or other powerful entities, or even the cities of gods.
Wow.
It could be any number. It could be any one of those things.
Cool.
But the association of a purple moving star, you've never read anything about that.
Huh. So I have ideas, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Neato. I will tell people about it in the morning.
Okay. Who's next on watch? It has been 4 hours, so the elves can wake up.
I guess Nalea and myself will go with this
Sure.
watch.
Nalea's not super great at perception, but she'll roll it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Before I
Makes
go
it
to
better for
sleep,
me.
I let them know about the purple star in case they see one too.
Neat. Goblin.
Eh.
Yeah, so, it's a very quiet night. You hear the bugs and little birds roosting. You might even see a little, like, raccoon, like, walk out of some brush, look at you guys, and then walk away, scare off.
Hmm.
Yep, nothing really happens. Okay, so that is first, second, third, and we need one more watch.
I'll do it, I guess.
All right,
I
roll
will
it.
be right back.
Okay. It's just perception. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
You don't see anything.
Okay.
Nice, relaxing evening. The like I told Cricket, the night sky is really beautiful tonight. You can clearly see all the stars in the sky.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And then morning comes, and people begin to stir. Third child will wake up pretty early and say that she's going to get food from the woods, and she'll be right back.
All right.
And she'll walk off. Uh, of course, youngest following her. And as the rest of the group is starting to wake up, she'll probably come back an hour later. This is just after sunrise, and she'll come back with a large leaf full of nuts and berries, as well as everyone's water skins that have been filled with water.
Thank you, third child.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, got to do my job. And so you guys have a lovely breakfast. It seems like the larger game hasn't returned to the area yet, but I figure I shouldn't necessarily get rid of the smaller animals until the larger animals return.
That really makes sense.
Yeah. Although, I saw something very interesting while I was in the woods. I saw a nature spirit.
A nature spirit?
Yeah, like a little fairy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
What did it
flying.
look like?
It was like a little woman with butterfly wings, and she was glowing, and she was flying around. It was very cute. That's a sign that this forest is healthy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
need-
Although,
Hmm?
yes.
I just later, if you could describe it for me the best you can. I want to sketch it and put it in my journal so that I know what to look for next time I'm walking through forests and stuff.
Well, at that moment, you hear, "Well, I'm right here. Hello."
Huh?
And kind of like popping out from behind third child, she's like, "Well, I was about to say."
Oh, hello.
Hi. This is a little woman in a dress made of a flower, like a single flower, like she like popped off the stem part and like put it over herself, and she has little butterfly wings, and she kind of glows like a light yellow color, and she has long, very voluminous, kind of floaty, red hair, little pointed ears. Hi.
You are absolutely gorgeous.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Sorry if I sounded kind of rude.
No.
So,
What y'all doing here?
well, we just finished beating the thing that was making
I am
this
back.
forest sick. So now we're on our way out.
Ah, oh, I see. That's good that you guys work to make the forest better. There's some people. There's some people who might want to meet you because of that. That they would be very grateful.
Who's that?
Well, the lady and lord of the forest.
Oh. Huh.
You heading to that big elven city down south?
Well, yeah, we are.
Well, this road, and she'll point to the road just outside of the area you guys are camped inside of. Well, that road is really slow. It'd be faster if you guys followed me through the woods.
Third child, what do you think?
Well, I know not all nature spirits mean well, but I certainly trust this one. She does not seem to have any ill intent.
Okay. Well, then, if third child trusts you, I trust you.
What do all of you think?
Okay.
Seems all right.
Not the weirdest thing that's happened this week.
First off, I think it's a bit rude that our guide hasn't introduced herself yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking about that. I just love meeting new people. Well, I am Tulip.
That's a cute name.
And as you see, she is like wearing like a tulip as like a dress.
Oh my god, I cannot handle how cute this is. She's probably incredibly evil, but god damn, she's so cute.
Evil my foot.
Well, I have no problem with it. It's going to be difficult to take death out as an option for escape, so I'm fine with hanging around with some fae.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if you make the Lord and Lady really happy, they can even give you immortality.
Not interested.
Okay. Just thought of you know, maybe, you know, make you young and beautiful again like me. And she'll like smile.
Hey,
I've lived a
Granny's
good life.
plenty beautiful.
Right, but like
It's okay.
Flowers
I'm a
in bloom
wrinkleable
are
piece
pretty.
of leather. I'm
She
a
gets
wrinkleable
it.
piece of leather. It's fine.
yeah, it's like a flower, you know, like as flowers age, they lose some of their color.
Yeah, I'll point to my white hair, or mostly white hair. So, don't worry. Once you get as old as I am, death stops being scary.
Ah. Well, let's not leave the Lord and Lady waiting. They'll be well, I guess the Lord doesn't really care, but the lady might get a little impatient, just a teeny tiny bit.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
well,
come on, come on, come on, come on. And she'll like
okay.
start flying backwards, like motioning you guys to follow her.
Okay, I guess we're doing this now.
Yeah, as this conversation was happening, Third Child was setting up camp, like putting it away.
Oh, cool. I'll be helping Third Child with that then.
Revian will go up to Third Child and just kind of like whisper, like, "This doesn't seem fishy at all to you."
No.
Like, just this thing just pops up and just tries to.
She has a good smell about her. She doesn't seem to have any ill intent, like I said. Smells pure.
It's just
You know-
she seems to be doing a lot of mannerisms that few shady individuals I've met in the past seem to be doing as well.
Forest spirits are a little different, and she'll like kind of like, you know, do like that more or less type thing with her hand. But it'll be all right. As Mom said, trust your nose, and she'll tap her nose.
If you say so.
I do, cutie, and she'll like tug on your ear.
Oh,
You're gonna keep calling me pet names now, aren't you?
I don't think pet is the right word because that implies ownership, and I'm not really into that.
Oh, I see she learned things.
She's learning too much.
Anyhow, let's go.
I'm an expert at giving the talk. What can I say?
Like I said, she's learning too much.
I hope you know that this whole time you guys were having this debate, Cricket was already following the Fae.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just helping pack up camp and walking. I'll follow.
So as you guys are traveling with her, she's gliding through the forest. Third Child is like, "Hey, watch that root there. Step over it," helping you guys keep pace with her, as rangers do. And you know, the Tulip starts singing a little song, and you'll hear her go, "Gumdrops and rainbows, special times." La, da, 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 da.
Revan will cover his ears.
Did you ever? Are there fae near the sea, little fairy? Tulip.
Well, some of those, especially the ones associated with storms and tsunamis and, you know, big waves and stuff like that.
Do you know any of their songs?
I know the one about how the Silky drowns everyone who goes in her lake.
That sounds fantastic.
Oh, but we're not going to go meet any Silkies today.
Are we meeting gumdrops? Do you have sentient gumdrops?
Well, not sentient gumdrops, but the lady does like to give out snacks and treats.
Candy?
I understand.
No.
And
Anyhow, gumdrops and rainbows. Da, 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 da.
I you know what? I'm an old lady. I'll embrace how deaf I am.
Yep. But you guys travel for about Actually, no. You know what? It seems like a long time. And based on where, as you guys were passing by this little forested area, it didn't look nearly as big. And as you guys get deeper, you see the trees take on odd shapes. That they're a bit larger and a bit more green. You see big, large mushrooms that are multicolored. You even see a little hedgehog in in like armor made out of nuts. Like it looks like plate armor, but it looks like it's made out of nuts. And he's holding a little stick, and he'll like salute you all as you pass.
What the hell?
And you morning tulip, morning hedgie.
Oh my god.
What have we just stepped into?
Forest.
And, the third child will kind of glance over at all of you guys and say, "We're in the Feywild. Don't don't leave the path."
Right.
Mm.
But you all travel through, and you see that the forest begins to part and open, and you see a grove. This whole area is surrounded by trees, except for the far back, which has a rock face where a waterfall streams down in perfect symmetry, creating a little lake that surrounds a small island, and which is in the distance. It's so it's far enough away where you can't really get a clear picture of what's there, but you do see a very large tree sprouting on this island, as well as you see a male figure, or presumably a male figure, but very red, and he's taking off clothes, and you see he jumps in the river, and he begins swimming over to the other side.
Mm.
Yeah, and then she'll kind of lead you guys to the water's edge and start waiting.
Is there a boat?
No. Just wait.
Okay.
And you see the man finish his swimming to the other side. He starts walking out of the water. Well, first thing that probably everyone notices, he's completely buck naked, very naked.
Oh dear.
Second thing is his skin is deep, deep red.
Is he a
Like-
tiefling?
The same color, but no.
Okay.
His eyes shimmer a bright gold. He has elongated elven ears, and he has a mane of this dark reddish hair that kind of flows out, and in a kind of an unkempt way. He'll flip his hair back, and he's immediately dry. Ah, hello. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Hello.
I'll bow.
And he'll nod his head. Oh no, don't worry about the formalities. It's nice to meet all of you. What are your names?
I'm Cricket.
Oh, nice to meet you, little cricket. And he like pats you on the head, but his like junk is just, like right in your face.
Oh no.
Amazing.
Oh, the
Crickets.
downside to being a halfling.
Cricket's face is almost as red as his skin.
He doesn't seem to notice.
Swing.
Actually,
Swing.
let me double check certain people's passive perceptions.
Mhm.
Cricket, and then Zartha, who's the important one. Yeah, Zartha. You see that when he did that, and she's getting embarrassed. You see him like smiling, like like oh, he's like getting a kick out of it.
Oh, he noticed. He's like, oh yeah, mortals. Heh.
Yeah. Oh, prudish mortals. How funny.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll say I'll approach next, if nothing else, to spare Cricket. And I'll offer out my hand to shake his. Say,
He'll shake it.
Stormbreaker.
oh, it's a pleasure, Miss Zartha. What about the rest of you? A third child will like kowtow, and she'll say, "Great spirit, great forest spirit. I am third child, daughter of Moro from the Wolf Clan." And he'll nod and say, "Well, third child, it is a pleasure. No need to be formal. Please stand." And she'll she seems kind of meek. but she'll like stand up and like be very quiet.
And I'll introduce myself and Nalea.
And what about you, Shifter? What is your name?
Revian.
Ah, it is a pleasure to always meet the folk who are so connected with nature and he'll motion around. And what about you, Ganassi Vidalkin? Interesting.
I'll bow to him. I've got one hand on my stick, using it like a walking stick. I'll bow to him and I'll say, "I'm Cyrus of the Brotherhood."
Ah, good, good. I knew a few members of the Brotherhood of Light. Nice folks. But I'm Robin. It is a pleasure to meet all of you.
Oh fuck.
You
Please.
didn't recognize him?
It's been so long since I've heard him described.
Please, please, follow me. And he'll begin to walk back into the water, but as he walks back, it kind of just like, he just walks on top of it. Come on.
You know we can't walk on water like that, right?
Yes, you can.
What?
Do it.
Cyrus is going first.
Yeah, see?
And me and Nalea will follow.
One of my
It's cool. I'm not using levitation.
Let's say, what should I call them? One of my specialties is travel. And we are traveling, so this makes travel easier. Come.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Cricket finally
Say, well,
follows.
great, man. And I'll follow.
Yep, and then as you know, you come out into the open grove and walk across the water. You do see that this place opens up into the sky, but it is nighttime. But the stars look very different. There are beautiful swirls and spirals, and there is a large purple moon in the sky.
This
Yes,
place
yes,
is
mortals.
amazing.
Yes, mortals in the Feywild. It's so spooky. Come on.
Okay.
My God, I love it here.
As you guys travel across the lake, it takes 10 minutes ish, and you get closer to this little island. You see that there is a table set, and that there is exactly enough tables and chairs for everyone. It's made there. You see there are tiny tea sandwiches. There's a tea set. There's fruits, things like that. And he'll just continue walking across the lake. As you guys are finished crossing, he'll hold out his hand, and you see the clothes that are hanging on a tree branch fly over to him, and he'll begin putting them on. It is a pink tuxedo. And he'll just
Yeah, it is.
button it up, pull up on the pants, get everything all situated.
Yeah.
The missus doesn't like it when I'm nude. She says it's rude.
Well, it does rhyme.
Yeah, the mortals.
I mean, no offense, Your Highness, but I would
Did I
much
miss
rather
that?
focus.
Please, Robin.
Well, no offense, Robin, but I'd much rather focus on the tea sandwiches than the kielbasa.
Dick jokes.
The tea
I'm sorry,
sandwiches
did I
rather
miss
than the
that?
tea bags.
Did he just say that his wife is a human? Or I'm sorry, a mortal?
No.
No, that isn't what he said? Okay.
No.
No, he was chastising us for being mortals.
He's chastising you guys for being mortal and said that
He was chastising mortal sensibilities.
mortal sensibilities, but he said that his wife doesn't like him being naked because it's rude.
Okay.
Yes. But as you guys are all, he like motions you all to sit down, and he'll sit at one head of the table, and the other head is empty. And that chair is actually fashioned like a throne, made out of beautiful like white wood curling around itself. And he'll look around, look at like his wrist. He's oh right, those haven't been invented yet. Shit. Honey, guests are here, and he'll call up, and you'll see the moon disappear, and a purple light flash down from the sky into the chair. And once the blinding purple light fades, you see perhaps the most beautiful woman that you've ever seen in your life. If you are attracted to females, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
This is not gonna go good.
By the way, you are an elf, my good friend Larry. You get advantage.
Not gonna help.
Yeah. So you are infatuated with this woman. Oh, I need to roll for Nalea as well. 1 sec.
Wait. Oh.
Whoa, what?
Yeah,
Cult
she's
of
fine.
debauchery,
Oh.
bro.
Actually,
Hell yeah.
no, she's not fine. I forgot this is a really high save.
Wait,
Anyhow,
how high is this
yeah.
save?
You all fail.
Oh dear.
Bad
Hold
I'm
on,
not
I still
attracted
gotta
to
roll
ladies.
mine.
Yep.
fumble.
You are attracted to
Please.
I'm
women.
on 20.
No.
Oh
Not at
wow.
all.
Yeah. So like here's the thing: is she's beautiful, but she's very like sexy. Like she imbues sex.
She's
Well-
if Cricket once Cricket finishes leveling up, this is what she can be. With
I'm
the,
so
being the
excited.
When she hits
Yeah.
level 20, yeah.
yeah the glamour bards.
The
So
ultimate
And
ticket.
excited.
She's wearing a very regal dress. She has a tiara that seems to be made of starlight floating around her. Her long, wavy golden hair. But when she like flips it back, you see like the night sky on the underneath part. Like this woman looks like she's made of space. She has like freckles across her nose that are little stars as well. And she has this
That's
pale,
cute, too.
pallid skin. And she'll nod her head. Hello. I am the Lady of Moonlight and Love.
Hello.
Lady of Oaths. It is a pleasure. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. And she'll snap her fingers, and you guys all feel that intense infatuation from you release itself. My apologies. It's been some time since I've been around mortal folk.
Perfectly understandable. Do you have a restroom, possibly, that I can use?
You're
I'll
lucky.
lean over. Cricket, prestidigitation.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I was going to say you're lucky that I also was once mortal, and I know what that is. But yes, I could conjure such a thing for you.
I'm good, but thank you. Oh, golly.
But yes, little Tulip here told us that the forest had been cleansed, so we decided to return from our extended vacation. Well, thank you so much for helping in that matter. And I know that you all are journeying from a long way away. Perhaps in the Skull Coast, I think.
Mhm.
Well,
Yes.
for me, that's true. I don't know about the rest of you.
Well, that is where their journey started. My foresight and scrying is not up to snuff. I'm more of a how we should say a evocation specialist.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, we all started in the Skull Coast. That's where we all met.
Yeah.
Yes. But well, please have some tea and some sandwiches. It is nice to meet with folk again. The Feywild had been shut off once this forest became corrupted, and I so do miss home. But it seems like the kingdoms have changed.
Well, we're working on fixing some of it. Not
Yes.
sure how much we'll do, though.
Yes, that nasty little cult. Yes.
That's right.
Yes, the demons and fiends, devils and demons always seem to be plotting against each other. And she'll smile and look at Sil'lin and Nalea.
When a warlock patron knows when somebody else has been booty stamped.
But yes, Robin discussed making deals with all of you and perhaps convincing you here to stay here and have wonderful times and parties and such. But I know your work is more important than that, so I forbade him.
Thank
Hmm.
you.
Yes. And I figure as a reward for the work you've done for us, I should grant you passage through these woods and make your travel time a bit faster. I know traveling to the Feywild takes some time, occasionally. But on your way out, you will find that you have perhaps saved a few days, maybe longer.
Thank
At
you.
my
It's
age,
been
that is
quite the
quite a
journey.
gift.
Thank
That's
you.
greatly appreciated.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Please eat, eat, eat. Meanwhile, Robin's already like,
Not to be terribly rude, but isn't it usually a bad idea to eat Fey food if you're a mortal?
if we so wished it, yes. But this is a special occasion.
Understood. So long as it's not going to steal death from me or something like that.
Yes, I see that the specter looms over your shoulder, and you're quite pleased about that. We will not take
Oh,
such a
yes.
gift from you,
Thank you. I
as
appreciate it.
death is one of but many doors.
Mm-hmm. I'll eat then.
Cricket is already eating, mostly to make it so she doesn't have to talk again.
That food, by the way, probably some of the best food and tea you've ever had in your fucking lives. Even if you don't like tea, it's good.
Oh,
Well,
I'm gonna eat up. I'm still alive now, so
The
gonna
food, as you eat it, seems to be suited exactly towards your palates. Like the specific sandwich you pick up is like probably what you would consider to be your favorite sandwich, and the tea is flavored whatever you would consider your favorite tea to be. And if you don't have a favorite tea, it tastes like a combination of drink flavors that would be pleasing to you.
oh my god, it's peanut butter and jelly and cocoa tea. Like they managed to take chocolate and peppermint and make it into a tea.
hot
Oh,
chocolate.
so that's what that was. That's interesting.
So like minty hot chocolate.
Yes.
Yes. I will ask if it would be possible for me to take a leaf from the tree and put it in my scrapbook.
Oh, of course. Although, uh, make sure that you ask the tree.
Once I'm finished eating, I'll like pull out my scrapbook and open it up to the next blanket tree, and I'll start writing some stuff under the tree, and then I'll like pat the tree and I'll be like, "Excuse me, tree. I don't know your name, but I have a scrapbook here that's for me to show my grandkids. Uh, I would like a leaf of yours, please."
And you'll see a branch bend down slowly, and a leaf will just fall and float exactly on the page.
Awesome. And I'll
It's
like
so
carefully press
considerate.
it. Say
Yep.
thank you. And I'll
And
carefully press it and like draw like an arrow next to it. Tree leaf from a fey tree in the king and queen's court.
And the branch will go up, and you'll hear a soft, "You're welcome."
Can I go and hug the tree?
could talk.
Cricket's gonna go and hug the tree.
Oh, thank you, child. How sweet. And you'll feel like a branch on your back.
It's like goblin heaven.
I think if Robin, I don't think Robin would have even needed to try to get Cricket to stay here. She's just infatuated with the entire setting.
There's an open
Well,
spot, and
I'm in. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty fun too because I think she's a glamour bard, so this is literally what she aspires to be.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, my life goal right now is to find a way back here.
Yeah, so speaking of which,
She's all about
Cricket,
fey beauty.
your glamour magic does have the touch of the Feywild in it. You feel very at home here. And these people, you get like, when you're around your parents and they're like doting on you, you get that sense from them. Even though they're not saying or doing anything different than usual, you do get this like warm, like parental like feeling from them.
I am so sad I need to leave, but I do. We have things to kick the butts of.
Of course, dear child. And this is the lady again. It is always an honor to meet one who does our practices. And I see the energy of this place is all about
I'm gonna do my best to make you proud.
you. Good, good. All you need to do is have a warm and open heart. And then Robin will like speak up with a mouthful of sandwich, and he'll be like, "I'm calling for a bit of chaos every now and then."
I am all about this.
At him saying that, you do see that across, like she glances at him across the table, narrows her eyes, and just kind of goes back to normal. It's like, yes, chaos, but only in the form of harmless pranks. No, no, burning down buildings or anything too nefarious, little one.
Mm-hmm.
Good,
I,
good,
I
good.
put I put a wet towel under Sil'lin's pillow once.
That was you.
Oh yeah, Celine, your hair's back, by the way.
It's about time.
It's been back since you guys rested in the temple. I forgot to mention it.
Amazing.
Also, Mr. Sil'lin, this is Robin speaking. He'll say, "I see that you've been having fun with chaotic wild magic yourself."
Well, I don't know if fun is the right word.
It was fun for
Oh.
the rest of us.
Well, if you wish, I can perhaps restore you to your original height, but you might owe me a favor.
I'm
And
afraid
no,
to
this
ask,
isn't.
but what
and
kind
it-
of favor?
You gotta go get the Wabbajack.
No, the Wabbajack's an asshole. Don't he's so rude. Last time he was here, he ate all the sandwiches before I could get any.
Fair enough.
And this is this little tray of sandwiches is everlasting. They automatically replenish, and he ate all of them somehow.
Impressive.
But I don't have really anything really set yet. But perhaps pull a prank here and there. Maybe get that sword an upgrade so it goes off a little more often. Things like that.
Actually,
I think I'm gonna have to pass on that for now.
Well, I tried.
Maybe
Oh
later.
no.
Can I? Okay, I don't know which form of intelligence this would take, wisdom or what, but there is a particular thing. There's a particular feat I've had my eye on called Magic Initiate. Would that be something that maybe a deal with this guy could grant?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Would I know that?
Sure. You think that these things are incredibly powerful creatures? If this guy could reverse the magic that's been cast on Sil'lin, then you could definitely make that assumption. By the way, Third Child is being incredibly quiet, and she's being very polite, taking a little sandwich, eating it very quietly, having a sip of tea, things like that.
I'm so proud of her.
She really took Sartha's conversation to heart.
It could also be...
Also, she's in front of, the closest thing to her gods, probably.
Indeed, that's exactly what I was going to say.
I mean, how we
wondering
associate
how
with
to
our
go-
gods are different. Yeah.
But yes, young Sil'lin, I can detect somewhat of what you're thinking, although it is a little rude for me to pry. You have a question?
Not something I feel I could ask at the moment. Perhaps another time.
Okay. Well,
I have a question.
yes, Cyrus. I was right about to get to you.
My lords of the forest. I've
Please,
heard
please,
stories.
just Robin. My
Well,
dad
Robin.
was Lord of the Forest. I'm just Robin.
Oh. I didn't know it worked like that. All right. Well, Robin, I've heard stories about your people and their magic,
Yes.
and that kind of tends to overlap with the stories of my people. See, I hear stories that there are some Genasi who have certain abilities that are dormant inside.
Ah, yes, yes. You speak of
I haven't been
their
able to.
ancestral connection to the Jinn and the Genie.
I do, and I haven't been able to figure that out. You see, I was raised by monks who are more interested in their ways than they were of the ways of magic.
Hmm. Would you like me to grant you such a thing?
Well, I heard that you had a deals ready to make, so I was actually curious what it is you would want.
Hmm. And once again, he's getting glared at from across the table. And he's like shrugging. He's like, they asked. Well, young man, I could perhaps do one of many things. I could connect your body and soul to my magic, allowing for you to have greater access to it. I could do the same thing to a much lesser extent, perhaps only granting you one or two spells. Um, I could have you join the Fey courts and become part of our religion. It depends on which way you wish to go about it. Each would require a different level of commitment.
Well, if it's all the same to you, Robin, I'd actually prefer to rely on my own power in that case. I know I have it, and it might not be as powerful as yours, but I'd like to give it a shot and see what I'm capable of.
Would you wish for me to unlock said thing? Said power?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I perhaps could do that for you. But here's the question, young man. What do I get in return? And I know I'm not some scary devil who wants to take your soul or anything, but I still need to get a little, I need to get some kicks out of it at least.
Hmm. How about an entertainment?
Go on.
Well, I'm currently on a journey, but I could say come back every once in a while with friends, and we could maybe hold a contest, put on a show for you.
I can help.
I might be willing to bring some of my friends from the order if they'd be willing to help. This doesn't seem so nefarious that it would sour
I
their
have a
noses.
question for you, Cyrus. Out of character question. How handsome is Cyrus?
How handsome is Cyrus?
On a scale of 1 to 10, like, is he fucking hot? Or is he, like, average? Is he kind of ugly? What, like?
No, he's good looking. He got his mom's looks because the elementals are on the dad's side.
Yeah.
And she was a fish lady who was she was good looking, siren like.
He'll look you up and down, kind of bite his lip a little bit. It's like, damn it, monogamy, I swear. Once again, getting glared at. Well, how about this? Once a week, I will transport you here, and you'll have to fight me. I haven't gotten a good workout every now and then.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I'll transport you here once a week, and you can fight me.
Like forever?
No. Well, yeah, as long as you're alive, and then even after that, once a week, you come here and you fight me.
I'm gonna look at the guys. The guys as in the group, and then I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna say that I can do that.
Cool.
What? Are you kidding me?
Hey, I'm gonna get better eventually.
All right. Come over here. And he'll stand up and start walking on the water again.
All right.
So, you guys are standing at the center of the water. Presumably everyone's watching.
Mm-hmm.
And he will look at you. Okay, give it all you got.
All right. First things first. How close am I to him?
Right in front of him. Like you
Right
guys
in
are.
front of him.
Yeah, like you're like he's standing. Like he's a bit taller than you. He's probably like 6'8".
Okay. So, first thing I'm gonna do.
Yep.
So, do I got to roll for this?
Sure. Crit. Nice.
Wow.
Sweet.
So you hit him.
Yeah, my action was to disengage, and I'm going to fire my bolts.
So bonus action disengage, fire bolts. You use your bonus action, so you can't blood key. So you're just gonna fire bolts.
Yes, I'm going to flurry of blows twice.
Okay, so you're gonna do 4 shots. So first, that's the first shot. That one hits. Remember, you have +6. That one misses. That one misses. That one misses.
Okay.
So you blast him once, and you see like the other blasts are hitting him, but only that one looks like it did any damage. Like he's just kind of like sitting there, like or standing there with his like arms crossed. Now roll your 2d6 plus 3 damage. If you want, I can roll it.
Yes, please. I'm having trouble with it.
Yeah, so like 12, that's a good hit for you. And you kind of just see him like look down, and his shirt is like smoldering, and he like taps it, and it just fixes itself. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. My turn, and he'll flick you on the forehead. Okay, that hits. I'm gonna roll stupid amounts of damage because this is him unbound, so this isn't him at his full power.
I hope this is non-lethal.
This is non-lethal. 47 damage. So he flicks
So
you in
I
the
do
forehead.
backflip.
Yeah, you fly backwards. You hit the rock with the. Yep, magic is a bitch. You hit the rock wall with the waterfall, and the water's like pouring over you, and you pass out. And then you wake up, and you're back in the chair. What all of you saw is they walked over there. Cyrus blasted him a bunch of times. Robin walked up, flicked him on the forehead, and then you saw him fly back, hit the wall, but then both of them were back in the chair, in their respective chairs. And Cyrus, you're back at full HP.
Oh, I know what he did there. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
So, yeah, Cyrus, you pass out and then you immediately wake up. And you're like, fine.
I'm gonna have to get used to this.
So, yeah, that was just to see if you could handle it. You did all right. And I actually didn't even hold back. Well, besides, without intent to kill, I suppose. But, like, that was still, like, a decent flick.
Huh.
And he, like, is shaking his finger.
A decent flick.
I think I made a good deal.
Cool. You get the Magic Initiate feat for free.
Hey,
Let me add that
That's
to your
cool.
character sheet.
that's pretty sick.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
What class are you going to be getting your Magic Initiate from?
I'm gonna go with sorcerer.
Cool. What spells are you picking up?
I'm picking up chromatic orb, and then
Okay.
I believe I get 2 cantrips. Yes.
Let me check. So, features and traits. Learn 2 cantrips of your choice from the sorcerer spell list, and you learn 1 first level spell.
Okay. So chromatic orb is my spell, and my cantrips will be. I'm gonna go with lightning lure for the first one,
Okay.
and I don't know. The second one, probably mage hand, just for the utility.
Understood. Where would this be, actually? If I were to... Abilities? No. Because it's letting me add the feat, but it's not letting me select the stuff from the feat. But we'll just keep note of that. And then
Yeah.
your spellcasting modifier is charisma, so at your current level, it's +4.
Okay.
So you have +4 to
I will
hit,
be working.
and the spell save DC is 8 plus 4, which is 12.
Sweet.
You'll definitely have to work on your charisma in the future.
Yep. I think my next couple of levels are set.
Are you going to start leveling up in the sorcerer?
No, I'm gonna keep the feat, but I'm gonna focus on monk.
Okay, sounds good.
Mostly, I had a plan for the lightning lure, but we'll get into that later.
Yep. All right. So yeah, that was all right. But yeah, I'll call you once a week. But I get to pick the time and place, and it may or may not be inconvenient for all of you, just because that's what makes it fun.
Okay. But before we finalize this, can I have one final request?
Yeah.
A 10-second warning.
No.
Okay.
You get a 6-second warning. Also, that's something you should have finalized before the deal was struck, but I'm nice.
That's probably a yeah. I probably should have thought of that.
Yeah. Had you met me perhaps a few millennia ago, you would have been dog food. Or eagle food. That doesn't work as well.
Well, I appreciate that then. Thank the gods
Anyhow.
I'm not older.
Yeah. Anyhow, bye. And you'll see, once again, a flash of light. And all of you are through the forest, on the other side, on a hill, overlooking the capital city of Thotholeth.
Oh, we're here.
That was fast.
Convenient.
He did say his specialty was travel
Yep.
when we stepped over the water.
I didn't even get a chance to ask her cocoa recipe.
Hey, Cricket,
I'll ask her next time.
Yeah?
check your bags.
Cricket checks the bag.
You'll probably hear that in your ear, and it's Robin's voice. And in a leaf scroll, like it's made out of leaves, written in golden ink, is a recipe, and it's written in the most like calligraphy style handwriting. It's very, very fancy.
Yes!
And Cyrus, one last thing before you kind of leave, you do hear in your mind, oh, I should have said, making a deal in front of the Lady of Oaths means that they absolutely have to be followed. Just a little FYI.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Yep. You can attempt to refuse the teleportation, by the way, but it's as if you're under the effects of the geese spell. Permanent.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what the geese spell does?
I don't.
Well, you see, let me pull it up, just for the audience and everyone. This isn't horrifying and bad at all. I promise.
Does it summon geese to attack you?
No!
I guess it depends on how you spell it. It could be Gios, but geese is how I was taught how it's pronounced. So, you're placed on a magical. You are placed under a magical command, forcing you to carry out some sort of service or refrain from some sort of action. You are charmed by the creature, and if you try to refuse the action, you take 5d10 psychic damage each time.
Okay.
No, ow. No, ow.
Pretty much, he's gonna poke your brain every time you say no.
Well,
yeah.
I think you technically only take that damage once a day.
yeah, you can only take that damage once a day, but he's only going to try to call on him once a week anyways. But say if you guys are in the middle of a fight and he's like, hey, buddy, and he's already injured, that 5d10 psychic damage would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Also, if he has the blood key active, it's 5d10 plus a d8.
Ugh.
Oh.
Are you sure that deal was a good idea?
Guys, I guarantee you our next 100 fights are going to be over in one turn.
Okay.
What's a turn? Third child will speak up finally.
Oh, I'm sorry. Swing.
One
I should have said swing.
punch.
Anyhow, that's the place, right?
Yeah, this is where we've been heading this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, besides Cyrus making horrible deals, this seems to have been pretty worth it.
Honestly,
Hey!
bad deals seem to be the theme of the party.
Why? Who else made a bad deal?
I don't know, I just have a feeling.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I know I make bad decisions.
Yeah, me too. Especially when I drink.
I mean, I've made nothing but good decisions. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I
you see
trust you.
Nalea just nodding as well.
Oh, don't
Totally
worry,
are.
I wasn't saying that about you guys. I trust you guys.
Well, this is Nalea. Well, Cricket, we won't make you doubt your trust in us. Thank you.
Now come on, let's get going. I bet Thoughtfulness has all kinds of stuff we need. Plus, we need to find that one guy who runs the bank, and then we need to find, the center of the weird thing you guys were a part of. And honestly, I could probably use a break after meeting the Lord and Lady of the Forest.
I think we all could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you guys travel down the hill, and there is a large city gate that goes along the road. You kind of have to deviate off the hill to get back on the road. And you see these two high elven guards in full plate armor. Think very much elven armor from Skyrim. Very golden plates everywhere. Very eagle-ish in design. They wield halberds and they have shields. One of them has a red scarf around his neck. So then that is a symbol, or that is like a kind of air quotes sly way that someone's like, I'm a part of the cult.
Mm-hmm. So I just kind of glare over in his direction.
And they'll kind of slam their spears down on the road, or their halberds down on the road, and kind of get into position as you guys, not position, but they kind of straighten up and, very much guardsman-like as you guys are getting closer. And the one who doesn't have the scarf will hold out the shield and say, "Halt, travelers!
Hello.
You wish to enter the city of Thothwolf?
Yes.
What is your business?"
Merch. We want to buy stuff mostly, and we've been traveling a really long way, and mostly we just want to buy stuff.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from the Skull Coast.
Same.
I mean, we all come from the Skull Coast, more or less.
Sil'lin Harlow.
Hi.
Okay. Yep. The other guy seems
what's
to
up?
The other guy seems to just not. The scarf guy seems to be looking at you guys, but he doesn't seem to have any recognition.
Wow.
Anyhow,
That was beautiful, by the way, Larry.
it was. So, do you have your passports?
Passports?
The hell is a passport?
It's documentation, Fox.
Oh, you're
I
one
mean,
of
I
them.
assuming it's I might have a passport. I did do a lot of business in the Skull
You
Coast.
do.
That's up to you, TJ.
Zartha, Sil'lin, Nalea have passports.
Mhm.
Cricket has a birth certificate that says where she's from. Revion was in the city at one point. He has a fake passport made by his buddy,
Oh, so I would know. Okay.
and it has a false name on it too.
Cool.
Cyrus, you don't have anything of that nature. Neither does third child.
Well, Cyrus is a holy man. He probably doesn't need a passport. God has no boundaries.
Yep.
I don't have a passport, but I got this thing with my name on it.
And he'll look at it. That suffices. Do you have documentation for your beasts?
Beasts?
Youngest.
Oh, you mean youngest? There's only one, but I mean...
No, there isn't only one.
Oh, I see.
What's he talking about?
Talking about Revian.
Racism.
Oh.
No,
It's
we've
gonna
never
be
been
such
at
a great
Thapalis
trip.
before. Is there a place I can go to register them?
Yes, I suppose we can do that now. And he'll put, stab his halberd into the ground, put his shield on like a clip on his belt, and pull out a scroll. This one, and a point at Revion. What's its name?
My name is Revian.
Revion. Age?
Don't know.
He looks like 20-ish to me.
20. Species?
Human.
Ha! Species.
What the hell do you think I am?
Yes, I understand you are a beast walker, but I need to know the specific kind.
Shifter.
Swift?
Swift Strider. Yes.
Understood. And he'll write some more things down. And the wolf?
We have two here. I'll point to third child. Say this one.
You almost did it.
Child. Yeah, I almost did. I'll point to third child. And I'll say this is third child. How many summers are you, third child? Do you know?
More than 14, but I was too young to remember the ones before that.
When do you start remembering? 4? I don't know. We'll put you as...
She looks somewhere between 15 and 70 to me.
She looks about anywhere from 16 to 20.
You know what? Let's split the difference. That's 17, 18. We'll put 17 and a half. We'll say 17 by splitting the difference. And then this one here is youngest. And
He's
how old is
writing it down.
youngest? Third child?
2.5 years.
Not.
That's the term you guys use, right? Years?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been paying
So those are all those are all the people we have to register as a beastkin or likewise.
And he'll look at third child and he looks at Zartha. Lycanthrope?
No, just literally a wolf.
Ah, okay. And the other one looks human to me, and then once again glares. Lots of glaring. Well, she was already pissed off, but more so.
Yeah.
I respect your identity, third child. It's okay.
You know what? Revian joins in with the glaring.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even more so after the comments he made.
Keep your beasts on leashes, and you may pass.
Leashes?
Oh.
I'm not wearing a fucking leash.
But they're strictly free range. In fact, Revian is my support beast, and I don't like having him on a leash. It makes me uncomfortable.
I'm your...
Roll. Hold on. Pause. Roll a deception check.
Yes. Finally. Finally, she lies.
He looks at you, Cricket, nods. Very well, my niece has a support beast, I understand.
Thank
there a
you.
special tag or anything we need to put on him?
Yes, and he'll reach into a bag and pull out a little, like a dog tag that you put on a dog collar.
Thank you. I'll make sure he wears this.
Good.
We can put it on like a bracelet for him.
And it says emotional support animal.
Oh,
I cannot believe I got away.
Yes.
Remy's not even going to take it. In fact, now he's not even going to enter the city. He's just going to.
No, please.
Well, I'm sorry. That seems a bit offensive to him.
Revian, high or low?
He lied for you.
I don't
High.
fucking.
Lawful good. You know what an issue this is.
Hold on. You hear a voice from behind the gate.
Oh, my grandson, Revion, is that you?
oh
And-
no.
You all look over and you see a
I'm
hunched
this evil on us.
old grandma lady, but she's a Vulpine figure. And she has a little collar with a little tag that says emotional support animal. And she's like hobbling over on her cane.
Oh, Revion, it's been so long. I'm so happy to see you. Young man, open the gate for my grandson, please. He was born here.
What?
Here, I have his documentation right here.
And the guy looks it over. Well, everything seems to be in order, I suppose. And he'll wrap it up and give it back to her. Open the gate, and the portcullis rises up.
Come on, get inside before Granny beats your butts.
Shaking her cane.
In the meantime, I'll grab like a leather cord and like tie it to third child's wrist, and then take a leather cord and loop it very, very loosely.
Cricket goes over and starts clinging
to
onto
Youngest.
Revion's arm like he is a proper emotional support creature.
Because we have
Revian kind of takes his arm away from her.
No.
He's kinda-
Revion,
All right,
don't
he's
misbehave. Little Cricket has
Maybe
always
just
been a
focus-
kind owner to you. Come on, hurry up.
He goes up to the granny and just under his breath, "This is the worst fucking disguise I've ever seen you pull."
Hey, it worked. Hey, it worked, you young whippersnapper. Come on, hurry up.
I'm
So, yeah,
not being
I'll,
led around like a fucking pet.
Well, ditch the
Technically-
collars inside. God damn it, shut up already.
Technically, you're leading me around.
Don't even get me started with what you just said.
I'm sorry.
Go. Come on.
Yeah,
And-
I'll just tie a leash around third child's wrist, basically.
Yeah,
And
and youngest as well.
Yeah, I'll say sorry, and then just walk them in.
Yeah, she seems upset, but she just nods.
At least it's not around the neck. It's not a
Mm.
proper collar.
Once they get in the gate and past the guards, Cricket just looks over at him and just goes, "You better thank me. If it weren't for me, you would be stuck wearing a leash like them. So you can be mad at me, fine, but just be thankful that they aren't making you wear a fucking mouth harness."
And
Okay,
now,
that is a concern.
follow Grandma to her house. Come on, youngins.
Hmm.
And you see this old granny lead you down an alley, look around. Ah, fuck, Jesus Christ, and pulls off this mask, stands up straight, takes off the old granny cloak and the little bonnet, throws it in the trash can, stretches. It's I knew.
Hello.
He gave us a job here in Thotholis, didn't he?
Yep.
Mhm. Hey kids, what's going on?
Thanks
Racism.
for helping us in.
Yeah, I know. Refion's always been not willing to play along. It makes it hard to pull schemes. Anyhow,
Only
Huh?
your schemes, I knew.
my schemes are fun.
You weren't helping me with mine either, Revion.
Look, he points his fingers right at your face. I've dealt with shit like that for years, and it still bothers me. The
I
fact
know it bothers you, but we need you in the city to help us.
If anything, once you guys kill all the cultists, most of the racists will be gone anyways. So that's probably a good idea.
At least in the upper echelon, I suppose.
Yep, exactly. And I have some plans for that. And he rubs his little hands together. Well, his hands together, not little. But he leads you down an alley through a very poor district of town. You see a stone wall of the city that kind of stretches out and around. And he gets to one of the corners, looks around, nods, pushes in a stone, and you see the stone slide open. Come on.
Okay.
I mean, I'm following. Once we
Reverend
get
just
inside,
goes
though,
in,
I'll
yeah.
definitely
Yep.
I'll take
The
the cloth
stone
off.
closes behind you, and this place is extremely dark until you hear a little, and some lights turn on, and it is a ridiculously well-furnished apartment. Revion, hey, this is your old house.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here.
I'll take the leashes off youngest and third child.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say you guys owe me again, but you guys owe me again. Uh, well, let's get this little plan started. And he starts grinning devilishly. And that is where we will end session.
Woo! Cool. I look forward to being able to dismantle this complex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that part will be fun.
This
Get
is
all
going
the
to be interesting.
racists.
Remember, Steven, you were the one who said that you wanted to experience more of your backstory.
Well, I did, but I mean that's true.
I mean,
yes,
yeah,
but
it's absolutely in character to be disgruntled.
Oh yeah. I was just playing that up. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm just making sure that no one was
Oh
hurt.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just in character. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Well,
If I sounded a bit too mad, it's because I am very good at sounding mad when I want to. I've been told that.
yeah, that's true. That is true. So that was Demonfall episode 13, Tea Time with the Lord and Lady. So we hope you all enjoyed our little game here and our role-playing acting as well with improved audio quality.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. Larry, why don't you hit us with the socials?
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow at @tsqueezes on Twitter and at the Dire DM also on Twitter as well. And look for Dire DM on YouTube. The VODs get uploaded there when TJ gets a chance.
yeah. Anywhere between tomorrow or Friday.
Honestly, I think the day after would work better since it would be less of a chance for you to upload. Like, do you forget to upload them?
That's true. It kind of just depends on my work schedule.
Fair.
But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. Like I mentioned earlier, that stream will probably be shorter than normal just because I do have to continue with my phlebotomy. But I will see you back tomorrow and have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.